Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Rumble earnings. That threw you, didn't it? I normally say, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I threw you. I completely threw you because I said, welcome to Rumble earnings. See, I know some of you do all the little catchphrases and then you went, you changed it. I kept you on the edge. So there you go. We're live on Rumble at the same time. And I'd like to say hello to all my Rumblers. I've got to say hello to my Rumblers because I've just won the Creator of the Year award. Rumble did a competition for the best creator. Small creator, that is. Small, insignificant, no one watches. That sort of competition. Yep, that was me. And I won. Yes, I did. I won $500. Do you want to see my prize money? You all want to see it, don't you? You're thinking, did he really win? Did he really win the Creator of the Year? Is he really the best channel on Rumble? Yes, I am. You want to see it? Of course you want to see it. Stats and earnings. Am I allowed to show you this? Is Chris Pavlovsky going to ring me up and go, oi, you shouldn't have said anything? Well, I'm going to say everything. Here we go. Rumble. All platforms. All time. How much money have I made on Rumble? Made a lot of money. I'm very rich on Rumble, you know. I've made, in 1 year of being here, $604. 500 of that is prize money from Rumble. So I've made $104 in a year. Thank God I live on YouTube. I mean, seriously, right? I can now live on YouTube. YouTube pays my bills. It's how I live. On Rumble for the same time. In fact, that's not fair. That's a bit disingenuous. I've been on YouTube now for nearly 3 years. I've only been on Rumble for a year. So to be fair, the first year I had nothing on YouTube. So actually it's true. For the first year and a half, I earned nothing on YouTube. So on Rumble, I've earned $604. So 500 prize money, 104, and that's all because of Crag anyway. If Crag's watching me now, a big shout out to Crag, because it's because of Crag that I've got anything on Rumble anyway. So anyway, there you go. There's my prize money. I won the Creator of the Year, which makes me the greatest broadcaster in the history of the world, obviously, because Rumble said so. And I'm not going to argue. I've got, why would I argue, really? Why would I argue? There's my broadcast right now. There's 8 of you watching. Welcome to you. I sold half my position last week, unfortunately, but I have a large bag waiting for a pullback and buyback. P.S. Claff. There you go. All right. So there you go. Now you know. Anyway, enough of this tomfoolery. Rumble. There is the earnings. We're covering the earnings tonight. Very, very exciting. Are you all excited? I'm excited. Let's go into the Rumble earnings. This is it right now. The broadcast will happen here. This is how it will look. Yes, this is the official Rumble earnings. Not like those other YouTubers who get like a pretend earnings. No, this is the real Rumble earnings. It's the official one. What happens is, let me tell you about it, right? Rumble ring me up, Chris Pavlovsky, who messaged me once. That's the CEO, by the way, in case you didn't know. He messaged me on X, told me how to use Rumble. I appreciated it. Very nice. Anyway, that was the truth. But now the imaginary conversation. The imaginary conversation was, Martyn, hello, Chris, how are you? He said, would you cover Rumble earnings tonight? I said, yep. Can I have the exclusive rights? Just me. Of course I can, Martyn. I'll send you the link. He sent me the link. And there it is. There is the Rumble earnings. So if you want to watch the Rumble earnings, there's only one place to watch it, and that's with me. Anywhere else, just the pretend earnings. This is the real earnings. Anyway, I'm here, mate. Hey, everyone, Crag's here. Because of Crag, I'm here. I have to say that. It is. It's because of Crag that I've got $600 in my Rumble account, and I want to say, Crag, I'm expecting to get paid on the 31st of the month. And I would guess it will take a couple of days to go into my PayPal account, and then guess where it's going? Boom! Straight into Robinhood. Another 600 bucks. Bang! Another stock and a half of the S&P 500. Boom! Another $1.40 dividend payment. Boom! For the rest of my life. Oh yeah, that's where it's going. Rumble earnings. We're on standby. Now, if you've just tuned in and thinking, I want to watch the Rumble earnings, unless you can go forward in time, like Marty McFly, it's a very similar name, of course. There's an N at the end of mine. But other than that, you can't watch the Rumble earnings yet. It doesn't start for another 18 minutes. So if you're trying to think, well, I don't want to hear you talking about all this, too bad. You've got no choice, right? The Rumble earnings doesn't start for another 18 minutes. So unless you can go forward in time, you got no choice. You might as well stay here because this is the best coverage you're going to get in the world. No one's going to cover the Rumble earnings like me. None. How do I know that? Because no one's got a studio like this. No one's as mental as me. No one has a network of channels. So this is the main channel. But did you know at the same time as I'm doing this, there's an audience watching behind the scenes. There's an audience on the other channel watching behind the scenes. Look at this. These people are watching the 24-hour show. This runs all day long. And it's been going since, 6 o'clock this morning? And there you go. There is the, what do you call it? The extra channel, right? And you can see what I'm doing behind the scenes, who I'm talking to, what's going on. You can see if I actually speak to Chris or not. You'll find out I didn't really. Somebody will clip that and go, Martyn Lucas says he spoke to Chris and he broadcasted the official earnings. And it was only him doing it. Anyway, there you go. Stock's going down right now. What's going on? Let's look at the numbers. We're going to be looking at the numbers. No one else has got this. We've got the best way to present the numbers. Oh, yes. We're going to look down here and see who's buying on the inside. Solvency score, 81%. Rumble got loads of money. 81% solvency score. However, they don't make any money. Anyway, that bit's good. Not so good over here. No Wall Street forecasts. What about insiders? Insiders are selling the stock. We don't like that. What about the percentage of short? We have no short interest to talk about that we know about. Rumble, 2 weeks ago, should we have a quick listen? Should we have a listen? Go on then.
Mark's correspondent in the newsroom. So Rumble, kind of like a, overlooked video content business. I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about Rumble, but it's in the news today, Renita.
We'll turn that off then. The interviewer said, I've not really thought about this. That was his opening line. That's a reason to watch it. Let's hear it again.
Overlooked video content business. I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about Rumble, but it's in the news.
I don't. I'm reporting this. I'm reporting this for Charles Schwab. Look, the Schwab network. I don't know anything about this. It's a video gaming thing, isn't it? Video gaming. It's not a video gaming anything. What are you talking about? Do you know what? I'm going to do that again just to make Charles Schwab look silly.
Rumble, kind of like a, overlooked video content business. I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about Rumble.
Charles Schwab. Sign up for Charles Schwab and you get great information like this. I don't know what it's about. Some video gaming thing. But, I'll go on air and I'll make an ass of myself. I don't mind. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody will care. Nobody will care. Yeah, we will. I'll come along and tell everybody all about it. Flipping heck, mate. You could do better than that, surely. Anyway, nevertheless, you run your business, I'll run mine. So here we go. The stock is going down. We've got, let's have a look at it. Oh dear, oh dear. I haven't got the numbers. It's not showing up yet. I could go and find it, but I'm too lazy. That's why I'm here to listen to the main earnings. Now, I have been very, very underwhelmed with Rumble earnings in the past. Their earnings just keeps going down, but more importantly, they do not help themselves. They are absolutely awful at presenting their earnings. People will always complain about it. I say people. I've not spoken to people. I don't know why I said that. I'm people. Their earnings is rubbish. What I mean by that is when they present it, it mainly, as it's been in the past, a commercial. They don't answer, there's hardly any questions. Don't expect there to be a long earnings. They typically, most companies like Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft, Google, companies like that, they'll have like an hour and a half earnings, and there's about 45 minutes of questions. With Rumble, up to now, I've done about 3 earnings. They have about 5 minutes of questions. Hope today's better. Hope today it's not just, we're great, use our service, but actually the business side of things, I hope they do a better job than that. I'm just telling you how it is. I mean, they don't, I've covered every earnings. I mean, I've covered hundreds, and they don't do very well when it comes to earnings. That's all I'm going to say on that. You can decide, let's have a look. I'm just reading some of the comments here on Rumble. What am I getting? I want to know what you guys think about my having a go at Chris there. Glad I sold half of my position. As I've reported on Rumble before, they don't make any money. It doesn't make any money. Charmer says have lots of May. Sorry, is that the 5th of March or May 3rd? Depends on where you are in the world, right? Am I screwed? I don't do any options. I think it's a bad idea. I always buy the companies. I own the shares. I own the businesses. I don't believe in options. I don't short stocks. That's not for me. Anyway, so I can't comment. Honestly, I can't comment on options trading. I don't like it. I think it's a bad idea. Shorting is a bad idea. But, people still do it. They don't care what I say, do they? Anyway, there you go. Rumble. That's the earnings. This is the audio. See? Bit of music going on. And until then, we've got 12 minutes to go. So what shall we do for 12 minutes? Well, we could do a little dance. We could run around. We could be on OnlyFans. I could do erotic things like scratching my ear in close-up. Oh, yeah. I can. Ready? People pay lots of money for this. Ready? If I put that on OnlyFans, there's people who pay good money for that. See that? I wouldn't pay for it, but there are people. See, I'll put this behind a paywall. How many of you would pay for this? Let's say £10 for 5 minutes. $10, 5 minutes. You ready? You're getting $10 worth now. Do you feel like you've got a good deal? There are people that will pay for that. But you count yourself lucky. I've given it you for free. You count yourself lucky. I'm nice. I let you have things for free. Count yourself lucky, all right? Okay, let's read the comments. Hey, yes, I'm here, mate. Here he is. Here's Craig. Hey, everyone. When Elon turns X into Everything app and turns on crypto to pay your bills like your electric bill. Wow. Great, says Mike Koza. Mike Koza, I agree, Eric. Huge potential there. Anyone here holding Gevo? Will RUM drop? Well, it's already gone down. Doesn't make any money. It doesn't do well, and they don't present well on earnings. They need to know how to do earnings. They're absolutely rubbish at earnings. I've got not being funny. They come on and use the earnings call as a commercial. Remember, there's no school you go to know how to be a good presenter or know how to be a CEO. When I was the producer and director of One Night in Vegas, I had my own Vegas show. No one told me how to do it. I made it up. I just guessed. I blagged it. I got away with it. And I did all right. But, Chris Pavlovsky doesn't know how to do an earnings. He just doesn't. It's just an advert for Rumble and then no questions. So 2 or 3 questions and we're done. It doesn't incite confidence in the investor. Don't believe me? Well, let's look at the stock price. Right? We're up year to date. 83% this year. Sounds good, right? Until you come back out and go, well, okay, it's down a lot since then. But the good news is, and everyone knows it, everyone believes, and I'm not politically involved. I can't vote. I'm from England. I can't vote. I've got a green card. That's it. I can't vote. I don't want to get involved. But it's likely that Donald Trump will win the election. And that's very, very good for the stock. People who like Donald Trump will like this. However, for me, it's not a good business model. It's not a good business model when you're building a business around somebody winning an election. Because when they don't win the election in 4 years' time, because he can't do it again if he wins, then what? Nothing. That's the answer. So just bear that in mind. Things can go sideways. Welcome to Rumble Earnings. Let me check that. For me, it's not a good business model. I'm going to take up a little bit. All right, I've just made a slight tweak. I'm always trying to improve things. That's me. 9 minutes to go. Any more questions? I would only trade DJT, not invest in it. Anyone here invested in Sens, Cedar Trees? I'm here on Schwab. Used to do TD Ameritrade. Did you like the Charles Schwab presenter? I don't know anything about Rumble. I ain't got a clue. That's what he said. I mean, he said it. He actually said that. Stephen Lundowski, me too. I started to transition over to Robinhood today, but I hope I'm doing the right thing. How could you not do the right thing? How could you not do the right thing? It's clearly the right thing, isn't it? I do not get. Hang on, rephrase that. I just realised I scrubble what I just said there. Didn't make any sense. I do not get a good vibe from the CEO of Rumble. I've heard of rumours of him not keeping his word on contracts with content providers. Well, I can tell you now, I haven't been paid on Rumble yet a single penny. I've been told for 3 months I'm going to get paid this month. We'll wait and see. I do not get a good vibe from the CEO. No. Good Lord, says Crag. Good Lord. Why do people come in here and accuse you for recommending stocks? I have not heard you recommend any stocks. I guess they think because you talk about them, they should buy them all. That's right. That's probably right. Rudigity. Is that right? Anyway, great share. I'm not happy with Schwab. Completely slow. Lots of errors and website pause. Rubbish. I don't know. I've never used it. Don't listen to me. I've never used it. Initiative Machines. Solutions awarded. Send me the information. I'll cover the news. Nice, Luna. Yeah, buddy. I agree. UK Robinhood, no leverage on credit card free stock though. No leverage, no credit card. Free stock, though, for joining for now. That's right, Mike Koza. You got free stocks. Just have patience, mate. Robinhood wasn't where it is today in the US on day one. It's only been completely open to everybody in the UK for like a week. Give it time, mate. I'm sure all the good things in America will come to the UK. They better add. I'm from England and I want a better service, right? Fear of the unknown, Martin. Fear. Never fear the unknown. The unknown's great. The unknown's better. The unknown can be whatever you want it to be. I like the unknown. The unknown's better. It's all about fighting cancel culture, mainly with Rumble. I had my Trump News YouTube channel deleted last week. No warnings, no reason. Given just one day and after it 500... Flipping hell. Really? That's awful. I'm sorry to hear stuff like that. By the way, I lost this channel 3 times, so I know what it feels like. Since the market didn't like the numbers, they can change during the call, or is it where you're going? Billy, it's all about the presentation. It's all about the guidance. It's all about how they answer the questions. They just don't take questions, and it's just rubbish. Anyway, we shall see. Anyway, I've got to focus now. Focus. Because people around the world have tuned in for the best live coverage of Rumble earnings. That's why you're here. Here is the Rumble earnings. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the Rumble earnings. We're playing sad music. Don't worry about that. That's fine. The sad music is fine. Don't worry about it. It's all right. We just got to, you just got to wait. You just got to wait a minute, all right? Just have patience and it'll all be fine. All right? Now then, there's the chart. There's the price. There's a 24-hour stream. How many we got in there? We've got 20 people behind the scenes in the 24-hour. And we've got 63 here in the main show. Now then, how many likes have we got? We got 3 at the moment. That's rubbish. Let me click the refresh it. 6, that's rubbish. Right, got to get busy now. We've got 65 watching and we got 13 likes. That's rubbish, right? You ready? 1 minute, because we got to start the earnings. If we don't get 30 likes, I ain't doing it. I'm going to throw my dummy out the pram and say, sod it. Now, do you want to risk that? Do you want to risk it? Now, I might be blagging it. I might be calling your bluff. I might not do it. I might think, oh, I'm going to stay live. Or I just might go, sod it. I'm not going to do it. I got better things to do. I could go and watch the TV, cuddle up with my wife on the sofa. I don't have to be here, right? Ready. 66. We should get 30. You ready? 1 minute, and then we'll do the Rumble earnings. There's my Rumble audience. I've got 32 watching me on Rumble, and I've only got 1 like on Rumble. See, Rumble's rubbish as well, look. Look, no I haven't. I've got 8 likes. I've got 8 likes on Rumble. These are the adverts playing on Rumble. Look, I've got to get past the ads. Look, I've got 8 likes on Rumble. Here we go. All right, time's up. I've got to go back now. So Rumble's got 33 views and 8 likes. I told you I'd get a good audience on Rumble tonight, right? And now I'm going to go. There's the subscribers. Now I'm going to go back. You ready? 13, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have we got more likes on YouTube? 28. Yes, we got 20 more than we've got on Rumble. There you go. That's weird, isn't it? There's more likes on YouTube for Rumble earnings than there is on Rumble for Rumble earnings. That doesn't make any sense, does it? It's an upside down world, isn't it? 2 minutes to go. 67 watching on YouTube. 67. And on Rumble, 37. There's more people on YouTube who want to know about the Rumble earnings than there is on Rumble. What's all that about? I don't make these numbers up. I just sit down, turn on a microphone, and do my show. There's 17 people watching behind the scenes. How about that? Anyway, Rumble, Rumble, Rumble. Here we go. Now then, I've covered, 4 or 5 Rumble earnings? They typically go a minute or so late. Most earnings do. So don't have a go at Rumble. They're all the same. They all go late. Don't know why. Typically 1 or 2 minutes. And it's typically a very short earnings. Typically, it's not very good. But we shall see. This time might be different. Now then, you ready for the Rumble earnings? We've got a poll. You might want to vote in the poll. Is it a buy, sell, or hold for you? Here is the Rumble poll. This is the official Rumble poll. I will give this to Chris Pavlovsky. I did last time. He didn't reply though, but I did it, right? We got 50 votes already. Let me give you the link. There's the X poll. I should give it to my Rumble audience. Hey guys, do you want to vote on our X poll? Of course you do. There it is in the chat. There is the there it is. All right, there is the X poll. We have now got 1 minute to go. Rumble, there you go, 50 votes. Let's go over to the earnings. Here we go. There we go. Now I've got to keep muting the audio, otherwise it will come through and give me copyright. So I'll keep listening in. Rumble earnings. You can hear the background music. Typically 1 or 2 minutes late, but don't worry about that. We'll cover it live. Laura Rogers, Martyn is awesome. Gives the best info and breaking news on stocks.
Fourth quarter 2023 earnings call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. A question-and-answer session will follow the formal presentation. If anyone should require operator assistance in the conference, please press *0 on your telephone keypad. Please note this conference is being recorded. I will now turn the conference over to Shannon Devine, Investor Relations. Thank you. You may begin.
Thank you, operator. I'm here today with Chris Pavlovsky, founder, chairman, and CEO of Rumble, Brandon Alexander, the CFO, and Tyler Hughes, the COO. A press release detailing our fourth quarter and full year 2023 results was released today and available on the Investor Relations section of our company website. Before we begin the formal presentation, I would like to remind everyone that statements made on the call and webcast may include predictions, estimates, or other information that might be considered forward-looking. All forward-looking statements are made only as of the date of this webcast and should be considered in conjunction with the cautionary statements in our earnings release and the risk factors included in our filings with the SEC. Future company updates will be available via press releases and company updates via the company's
Monsters
identified
Inc.
social media channels.
Monsters Inc.
I will now turn the call over to
that.
Rumble's founder, chairman, and CEO, Chris Pavlovski.
There's no slides.
Thank you, Shannon. To start, I want to talk about 2023, our building year as a company. In addition to successfully diversifying our content library with several key signings across sports, comedy, and entertainment, we were relentlessly focused on delivering on our product commitments. Let me recap this extraordinary year for our world-class product and engineering teams. First, we completely transformed the user experience on Rumble.com, launching a fully redesigned user interface across all major viewing platforms, while integrating our premium subscription service, Locals.com, to offer more robust monetization opportunities for creators. Second, we acquired Callin in May of last year, which gave rise to the beta launch of our new patent-pending live streaming tool, Rumble Studio, which is an incredible product that will lay the foundation for future monetization.
I don't use it.
Third,
it's rubbish.
We built and launched Rumble Advertising Center, which we often call RAC. I'm excited to say within the last 90 days, RAC began deploying pre-roll video ads across our mobile apps, while we are also expanding our inventory by onboarding other publishers to the network. Fourth, on top of all this, we built infrastructure necessary to support Rumble.com, laying the foundation for Rumble Cloud, which we publicly launched just 2 weeks ago. A completely revamped user interface and integration of a major video platform, a novel live streaming tool, an advertising network, and a cloud, all in 1 year. Today, what we have is a beautiful business with 4 top-of-the-line products. Our team has worked tirelessly around the clock to build the products and services our audience desires. And I'm not only in awe of these products, but the team behind the colossal effort. What we have built is essentially a mini Google. And when you look at how long it took Google to build their offerings and the capital investment required, it really puts everything into perspective. Google purchased DoubleClick for $3 billion. This compares to the Rumble Advertising Center. Google purchased YouTube for $1.65 billion back in 2006, which compares to the Rumble video platform. Google has also invested billions into Google Cloud, which compares to our Rumble Cloud. And by the way, we did all of this with fewer than 250 people. In terms of our expansion into the cloud business, it's important to understand why our business was so well positioned to launch our cloud offering. Since day one, we have not relied on third-party cloud platforms. We've built and subsequently scaled our core video platform, Rumble.com, on bare metal since 2013. It really hit me when Parler got shut down, especially because big tech platforms had more violations than Parler did, but Parler was the only company that had severe consequences. The gatekeeper in this case was the cloud provider, Amazon AWS, who ultimately turned off the lights. Parler had no recourse and had no options to get back online. We realized that building Rumble's infrastructure was existential to our business, so we decided to do it in 2021. This undertaking allowed us to build the full stack, which not only allowed us to protect our business, but also enabled us to enjoy the favorable long-term economics of running our own infrastructure and avoiding being locked in to the unfair pricing of the incumbent hyperscalers. This infrastructure serves as the backbone that powers Rumble.com and has laid the technical foundation for Rumble Cloud. While building our own infrastructure was critical to protect Rumble, it also presented an incredible opportunity to leverage the size of Rumble.com and build out a cloud offering at scale to address a market saturated by customer pain points related to vendor lock-in strategies, unfair pricing, mistrust with data and privacy, complexity, and the acts of censorship. With the launch of Rumble Cloud to the public earlier this month, the market now has an exciting new option from a cloud provider who is, first, devoted to protecting a free and open internet and will not turn off the lights for any kind of subjective and arbitrary reasoning. Second, built on the latest generation hardware capable of delivering top network speeds and quality. And third, disrupting the market with our pricing strategy. Our vision is to provide the most predictable pricing to the market so businesses can regain control of their IT spend. Just as Rumble has taken market share from YouTube, we plan for Rumble Cloud to do the exact same in the cloud market, going after the excess profits and revenues at the infrastructure layer, currently cornered by big tech. We are running on the singular highway of the free and open internet, and it's an uncancelable highway. When big tech goes down, we remain untouched. This position secures Rumble, and by natural extension, our ecosystem of users, creators, advertisers, subscribers, publishers, cloud partners, and shareholders in a massive way while protecting the data independence of businesses. We are offering an opportunity to all companies. To support our go-to-market strategy in the mid-market and enterprise space, we recently announced partnerships with Kinship, a premier leader in managed IT services and solutions with 7,000 employees, allowing Rumble to meaningfully scale and accelerate our go-to-market approach, and ACP Creative IT, strengthening our focus on North America while expanding our offering with a wider range of complementary services and solutions using the cloud infrastructure. While we launched the high-performance compute tiers with dedicated vCPUs, we will expand our offering to include lower-cost tiers with shared vCPUs, which will better serve developers and small businesses. As with all of our products, we will iterate as the market demands, but at this moment, we feel that the medium to large enterprise customers is where significant opportunity exists. Although purchasing decisions for these companies can take time, we are encouraged by the aforementioned partnerships with Kinship and ACP Creative IT and the entry level of interest among mid-market and enterprise prospects. Today, the focus of the company is transitioning from building the products to generating revenue. Now that our products are in full production, we anticipate seeing sequential revenue growth beginning in the second quarter, which much of this revenue growth weighted towards the back half of 2024 as our monetization products begin to ramp. In particular, our confidence in this outlook is bolstered by the strong results we are experiencing in RAC throughout the month of March. The Rumble way begins with the right assets and products. Over the last 2 years, we have held our core audience of 40 million plus MAUs, and with this audience, we are able to hit our future revenue goals. To this point, it should be noted that our fourth quarter benefited from an outperformance in MAUs due to high-profile sporting events, such as Street League Skateboarding, which did extremely well, pushing MAUs to 67 million for the quarter. Due to the nature of one-off sporting events, this trend did not continue into the first quarter to date. Today, we have the right products and core offerings, fully positioned to scale and start generating incremental revenues. We have the audience to monetize with the appropriate products, and keep in mind, we did this with fewer than 250 team members while ending the year with north of $200 million in cash on our balance sheet. We are competing against big tech on all fronts with the most dedicated team in an enviable market position to drive revenue. I'm the most driven and most excited I ever have been. The team is also incredibly motivated, and I look forward to updating you as our amazing progress continues. With that, I'll turn over the call to our CFO, Brandon Alexandrov.
Thanks, Chris. I'll now take you through our fourth quarter and full year financials at a very high level before turning the call over to the operator for Q&A. For the full year of 2023, we reported revenues of $81 million, an increase of 106% when compared to $39.4 million in 2022. For the fourth quarter, we reported revenues of $20.4 million. This compares to $20 million for Q4 2022. The 2023 fourth quarter revenue reflects an increase in other services revenue of $3.5 million, offset by a decrease in advertising revenue of $3.1 million. The increase in other services revenue was driven mainly by subscriptions, content licensing, tipping features, and provision of one-time content. Cost of services was $39.5 million for the quarter, compared to $23.5 million for the fourth quarter of 2022, due to an increase in programming and content costs of $14 million and an increase in hosting expenses and other service costs of $2 million. For the full year, cost of services increased by $102.4 million
Rumble is growing
to $146.2 million due to an increase in
on
programming
YouTube,
and content costs of $98.9 million,
114
hosting expenses of $2.7 million, and other service costs of $0.8 million.
On Rumble,
Moving to our cash
123
position, we ended the year
watching.
with $219.5 million in cash equivalents, and marketable
Rumble is
securities,
growing
compared to $267 million as of September 30th, 2023. We are sitting on sufficient cash to meet our ongoing capital needs. With our monetization assets coming online late in the first quarter, we are transitioning from manual processes with a small number of creators to automated processes that scale more easily and therefore yield more predictable revenue generation. First quarter revenues still largely reflect this volatility, and as a result, will be down slightly from the fourth quarter. However, with the benefits of improved automation, we expect to see a sequential quarterly increase in revenues beginning in the second quarter. Specifically, this anticipated increase in revenues is supported by our experience with RAC throughout the month of March. Before I conclude, I want to reiterate what I stated on our third quarter earnings call. With our revenue engines coming online and our guaranteed creator commitments set to significantly decrease during 2024 and 2025, we continue to move materially towards break-even in 2025. That concludes my prepared remarks. Before I turn the call over to the operator, I invite you all to join Chris this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for an exclusive post-earnings interview with Matt Kors.
Always Matt Kors.
On the Matt Kors Rumble channel.
Always Matt Kors.
I will now turn the call over to the operator to open up the line for questions.
The guy gives you absolutely terrible advice. It only benefits him. He's done it over and over again.
On your telephone keypad.
No different than Roaring Kitty. How can I promote my channel, make money, giving rubbish information?
You may press *2 if you would like to remove your
Always Matt Kors, because it always promotes Rumble.
Speaker equipment, it may be necessary to
I will tell you if it's good. I will tell you if it's bad. But I will never pump a stock. I only own the S&P. Matt Kors is all about himself.
Thanks, everybody. So I'll ask several questions, and I'll go back in the queue, and depending if there are other questions, I could kind of ask them more. So maybe just talk about the drivers of the lower, just some of the engagement drivers in the fourth quarter. So as far as the maybe weaker minutes, was most of that
Matt Kors is like Roaring Kitty,
or
terrible stuff.
Go
and watch it and learn, but it's nonsense, absolute nonsense.
Hey, Jason, this is Chris Pavlovsky. With respect to the uploaded hours, that definitely had an impact when YouTube cut off the auto sync that we disclosed back in January, I think it was. So that definitely had an impact on hours uploaded. With respect to
yes, he does. He pumps the stock for his own benefit. That's why I don't own the stock. I only own the S&P.
You'll notice that if you remember in Q3, we've been migrating over to our CDN. We continued that migration in the fourth quarter, and that also had an impact. And if you recall, that's an estimate based on bandwidth consumption. So the CDN had an impact on that. And also, in addition to that, our MEUs were really strong based off of one-off sporting events such as the Street League skateboarding that did extremely well in the fourth quarter in December in specific.
DL Lemo,
okay, so
you've not made $5,000 because of Matt Kors. You've made it because of yourself.
And then,
nothing to do with him.
You beat our
Please do not think you've
by
made money because of Matt Kors, because you haven't.
Which would suggest you manage content costs pretty well in the quarter.
Just like Roaring Kitty.
Brandon, can you talk a little bit about that?
When it was rubbish.
How much of it
rubbish.
You were able to manage it versus you just had less content that had minimum guarantees, and just to talk about the dynamics around gross profit in the quarter. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. So just as a reminder of what the components are of cost of services, there's three main components. So the first one is the revenue share that we give to the creator. So for advertising, we share 60% of the revenue to the creator. So that's one component of cost of services. The second component, which at the moment is the largest component, are the guaranteed contracts that we're giving to those creators. And so as we scale, we expect those to decline over time. And the third component of cost of services, which is the smallest amount, relates to network hosting costs. So yeah, I mean, we're continuing, as we said, to focus on those minimum guarantee contracts, and as they come off of contract, the plan is that we don't have to renew those, because as the monetization tools start kicking in, the creators will actually start earning that 60% ad revenue, and we don't have to extend those contracts.
And then I'll do one more and go back in the queue.
That's right, Mike.
Again,
he cares about his own platform. It's why I sold for a loss, only own the S&P, why I'm live every day, to be honest and truthful. I don't own any stock.
I think we were looking for
that cause is about how can he make himself money. Please don't get sucked into that.
For the rest of this year, and are you willing to say if you're targeting positive EBITDA in 25?
Durf 101, you're incorrect.
Our plan
he made more money on his online content
in 2025, and as I said, it's coming from two main reasons. Number one, we're turning on the monetization engine, so that's going to start kicking in. You'll see sequential growth starting in the second quarter of this year. So the revenue starts kicking in, and then those minimum guarantee costs start declining through the rest of 24 and into 25, which allows us to get towards break even in 2025.
Okay, I'll go back in the queue. Thanks.
That is correct.
Our next question is from
Mike,
Tom
but I have to answer every question. Unlike Matt Cause, I reply
Great,
to
thanks,
every
Chris
question.
And team, congrats on the quarter and year. Like Jason, I have several. I'm going to ask 3, and then I'll get back in the queue as well. And I'll go one at a time. So the first question I had was, Reddit's off to a very impressive start as a public company. Chris, I was wondering how you see the mission of Rumble as similar to Reddit and how you think it's different.
Yeah, so Reddit's it's been around for a very long time. When I look at Reddit and I compare it to Rumble, they're in a way different. It started a lot. I would say 10 years ago, one of the original founders was a lot in common in terms of free speech and freedom of expression. But I think that's changed a lot as the business has changed over the last decade. But one of the things that kind of stick out to me with Reddit is that I think they did $400 million in R&D, whereas with Rumble, our R&D spend and building the cloud and building the Rumble advertising center and building the video platform really kind of stands out in terms of what our team is capable of doing versus what a company that's been around for several decades almost now has been doing. So I see there's heavy contrast there, and I'm very prideful about that and what we've done with the size team that we've done and the amount of capital needed to get it done in comparison to Reddit.
Great. And then my second question is, historically, you've experienced spikes in usage and engagement on your platform during elections. How should investors think about the potential for that to occur again this year with the upcoming presidential election?
So I think that what we saw in the 2022 midterms was a good picture of what we can see in 2024. Obviously, this is a presidential, so it's going to be different, and how that shapes out to be remains to be seen. But definitely, the major difference here between 2022 and 2024 is that in 2022 our product was lacking. It needed a lot of changes, a lot of updates, a lot of upgrades. We are now there. So what excites me about this year is that we have a real opportunity to capture that growth, and hopefully I'm very confident that we're going to be able to not only capture it but be able to keep it and be able to really grow subsequent to that. So I think that's the major difference. We have a solid product now. The video product has really come a long way, and we're really looking forward to taking advantage of this election year into the future years.
Great. So one more, and then I'll get back in the queue. So RFK Jr. is running as an independent for president and is on your platform. How's he done on Rumble? And can you provide an update on left-wing, independent, and influencers outside of politics joining and using Rumble?
We recently announced that RFK, not only is he an account on Rumble where he's live streaming, he just live streamed his event yesterday where he announced his VP, but he also has become a cloud customer using our cloud. So that's been an important development. With respect to expanding content into different areas that are not political, we in this quarter, in the first quarter of 2024, we closed a partnership with Barstool Sports, which was a very important one in the sports category. And what I liked most about that partnership with Dave Portnoy is that he was more interested in taking equity in Rumble and really believing in the mission than taking more cash. So the deal is mostly equity and some cash. And on the equity side, it's not material on the share issuance side of things.
Great. I'll get back in the queue.
Everyone keeps wanting to get back in the queue.
We now have a follow-up from
I would just carry on.
Please proceed.
Thanks. A few more. So maybe just on Barstool.
I'm here to ask a question. I'll get in the queue.
On the platform. Like, could we actually see the Barstool distribution partnership as a potential driver of engagement?
It's funny.
I don't know. Like, in second quarter, or just, you have a lot of content, and while it's quality content, it just, it doesn't move the needle. Just, could you get some perspective? Like, should we expect a bump on that distribution deal?
Hi, Jason. So with respect to Barstool, what we did see in January versus over February is they definitely grew on the platform and pushed more viewers. In terms of like providing like guidance on them specifically, I can't do that. But generally speaking, what we're trying to do here is really kind of build the Rumble Sports category in a way that kind of really allows and keeps the sports users onto the platform for longer. And that's kind of been that was kind of the strategy with politics. As you grow the political side, there's one creator that someone might watch, they find another creator, and it's all kind of within the same area. The same thing we kind of see with sports. You bring in a massive sporting event like Power Slap or Street League skateboarding, and you kind of want to keep them. You kind of want to know that you want the user
Please
to know
vote
that
on our poll.
they can also find Barstool.
Whether you should
and they
buy,
can find
hold, or sell.
Different podcasts that
Links
Barstool
in the chat.
might do. So I call that drifting into different categories a little bit and different types of content. But that's kind of the reason why we wanted Barstool onto on the platform to really kind of broaden that sports category. But like as a whole, the amount of content and all the different verticals, I don't see a single creator, well, in the sense moving the needle in any significant way. Although we did see Street League skateboarding on the in the fourth quarter really kind of move the needle in December. So it could happen, but hard to say.
Okay, and then just on Rack, I mean, obviously there's always risks in any business, but I mean, just given where you are with the product development, and it sounds like the numbers you've seen in March, I mean, is that what's ultimately driving your confidence in the second quarter revenue ramp? Just that like Rack is out and you've actually seen kind of numbers now that it's, in full execution?
Yeah, that's right. Rack is doing a lot of different things now that we weren't doing in the fourth quarter of last year. We're really adding a lot of publishers and bringing a lot more inventory. We have websites like the Drudge Report testing Rack. We have Breitbart testing Rack. We have countless different publishers now testing Rack. You also have Rumble, which is starting to open up pre-roll inventory within the app, and that's bringing inventory in. So we're seeing kind of like the perfect storm of inventory really kind of adding in, and we see a very good path when it comes to being able to add inventory into the system, both through Rumble and publishers. And we see a lot of open ground there. And just also on the flip side, we see the advertiser growth happening too. As we bring in more advertisers into the system, we're not seeing the drop off on the CPM that one might expect. We're seeing our CPMs are holding as we add inventory, which means we're going to continue to add inventory. And we've really seen a clear picture here in the last couple of months, and in particular, March is showing is really strengthening our confidence on Rack right now.
And last question is Brandon. We noticed there was an acquisition, North River, in the 10K. Just
John Burnett. Good evening to you.
Yeah,
welcome.
that's the components of Rack basically. So there's some technology and human capital. It's a company that we acquired, and
Good question.
That's the foundation for us building out Rack.
Okay, thank you.
Our next question is a follow-up from Tom with Maxim Group. Please proceed.
Great. So last three from me. Truth Social de-SPACed and was one of your first cloud computing enterprise customers. Does the de-SPACing have any positive implications for Rumble, especially your cloud computing effort?
Hi, Tom. This is Chris. So yes, I think that the de-SPAC is a great development for Truth Social. It puts a lot of capital in their bank and allows them to grow the platform now. So them being one of our largest tenants on the Rumble Cloud and the first major one to come onto Rumble Cloud.
I believe they do, John.
That's pretty exciting for us that they can.
I have
they
the
have
option.
the capital now to grow.
I'm on Rumble
and
right
do what
now.
They need to
I'm
do
streaming
to
on
take,
Rumble right
Truth
now.
Social to the next level. So as a long-term client and also as an advertising partner, where we're monetizing them, they're one of our first publishers as well. This is a very positive development for us that we're very excited about internally.
Excellent. All right. So then,
no, I've never been paid on Rumble.
I know you've talked a lot about sports.
I've been on it a year,
but I'm still in disbelief that Mike Tyson is going to fight Jake Paul in a live stream on Netflix. The whole thing there, I think, is just crazy. But that said, you've done real well in the past with sports content. Can you provide an update on your sports-related content, including its popularity?
Yes. So we saw an incredibly successful event from Street League Skateboarding that kind of surprised us all in the fourth quarter in December. It had, typically we didn't see Street League Skateboarding kind of move the needle for us in any way, but they definitely moved the needle in Q4, December, with their latest event. And on the other sporting, we also have Nitro Rally Cross Racing, and then we also have Power Slap that's exclusive. What we're seeing with Power Slap is that we're seeing a very good trajectory on the Power Slap front as well. The last event that we had was a Super Bowl weekend where, we had people from like Travis Scott to Charles Barkley to many, even I Show Speed and Kai Cenat show up. So we had a lot of influencers come to that event, really push the event to new levels. So we're seeing some nice trajectory also in Power Slap. So in terms of sports, and then obviously attaching Barstool on.
Good evening,
the
Mohammed.
Rumble sports category is doing quite well at this point, and has some good trajectory, especially with the most recent events that it's had.
Great. All right. So last one for me, and thanks again for taking all my questions. So wanted an updated thoughts on antitrust regulation, including laws being considered in Canada. Was wondering what impact, if any, there'd be for Rumble if TikTok was banned from U.S. app stores. And lastly, would you benefit if Apple had to lower its take rate for its app store?
I'll start with the take rate. Absolutely. For rants and tipping within the app, that would be very helpful to have a lower percentage there. With respect to TikTok, we obviously put that letter out publicly where we're very interested in being a technology partner in any consortium that goes forward with TikTok. We want to be part of that conversation. I do believe that, companies like Google and Meta would have antitrust concerns, so they can't be part of that, in my opinion. And the only company out there that has the experience in video and the experience in managing a video platform and even the experience in working on recommendation engines and algorithms for video, the one that it comes to mind is Rumble. So obviously we feel like there's opportunity there with TikTok if something happens in terms of divestiture. We'd love to be part of that, part of a consortium on that. And the third thing, if I remember correctly, you're mentioning antitrust in Canada. We're concerned, but nothing decided yet.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for taking my questions.
Thank you, Tom.
That is the end of our question and answer session. We will conclude today's conference. Thank you for your participation. You may now disconnect.
And there we go. Typical Rumble earnings. Extremely short, extremely brief. doesn't come down to the money, the real business side of things. That's just how it's always been, I'm afraid. So what do you think? I still have very mixed feelings on Rumble. Of course, that this was a big week for me. I won on Rumble the Small Creator of the Year award. Thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. I won $500, but I've never been paid. Never been paid a single penny from Rumble at all. I've been on it a year. And I will share with you, Matt Kohrs won't do this. Be very careful. Matt Kohrs is about himself. I'm about serving the public. That's what I love to do. I'm the world piano man. You all know me. This is my TV studio, as voted by Elton John. I've toured all over the world. I'm now using my TV studio to broadcast, help people, fundraise, do events. I mean, I'm live all day, every day. It's not about me. It's about helping people. Always has been. And to prove that, I've sold my stocks for a loss. I'm not in any stocks. I only own the S&P. Just so you know, I don't pump and dump stock. I don't go tell everybody how to make money on AMC and the banks that were all going bankrupt to promote myself. And that's the guy who's doing the interview with Chris tonight. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'll show you right now the reality. I have earned a living on YouTube. I live on YouTube. It's what pays my bills, right? This is my entire income on Rumble. I am live 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, have been for a year. Now, admittedly, I didn't start earning any money at all on YouTube for a year and a half. So the fact I've made some money on Rumble is amazing, because I'll be absolutely honest with you, when you start on YouTube, you earn nothing. You have to earn the right to get paid, basically. And I worked for a year and a half without earning any money, but now I live on it. I started this just a year ago, so like 2 years after I started on YouTube, okay? So admittedly, so far I've earned more money, if you like, over the first year. But 500 of that is for winning the Small Creator of the Year award, which I haven't been paid for, by the way. So what happens is this: if you get over $50, it pays into your PayPal account. All right. That was the moment I got the prize. Now then, I've been building my channel. I've been getting more views. You can see what I earn per day. Look, this is what I earn per day. 31 cents, 38, 7, 3. It's less than if I streamed on TikTok. I mean, it's nothing. The CPM rate is nothing. It's nothing. There's no way, unless you get millions of views, to make any money on Rumble at the moment. That's the way it is. And when you hit $50, you get paid. Well, I hit $50 about 3 months ago, and I've never got paid. And I email them every month, and they say, when you get over $50, it'll automatically pay you. Well, maybe it'll pay me this month. I don't know. If it does, I will tell you. If it doesn't, I'll tell you. I don't care. I'll just tell you the truth. That's it. Anyway, let me come back to Rumble right now. I've still got, there's 100 of you watching me, which I think is more than YouTube. I will share with you all the facts. Look, this is my YouTube broadcast. I have 84 watching me, and I have 20,000 subscribers, but they're just not interested in Rumble, right? I get the big views for other things, not for this. I had 23,000 watch me live for Virgin Galactic, for example. But on Rumble right now, I've got more viewers. I've got more viewers, and I've also got 22 likes. One person clicked down like. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind. Don't mind what you do. I'd just like you to engage in some way. How does that compare to YouTube? Well, I currently have 42 likes. Let me refresh the screen. I will share with you and answer any question. I'm not here to get subscribers. I'm not here to sell anything. It's all free. I'm just here to tell the truth and bring you the facts, the information. That's it. 50. So I've done very well tonight on Rumble, to be fair. 22 likes. Let's refresh it. Let's see if it's changed. Let's have a little look. Yeah, 22. This is the commercials that I've never had any money for so far. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But I want to warn everybody. And someone said, don't say anything unless you can say anything nice. Now, that is very true. However, I want to always warn people. I think it's very important to warn people. Matt Kohrs is not a financial advisor. He gives rubbish information. It's biased about its own trades. And let me see. He'll be on. Let me have a look. He should be on the financial section. Where are we? Finance. There we go. There I am at the moment. I'm always on the home page. I'm always near the top. There's Dave Ramsey. Excuse me. I don't see Matt Cause on there at the moment. I don't subscribe to him. I don't subscribe to anybody. But I'm sure he'll appear here soon. He might be in special events up the top. Let's have a look. They like to promote it. Let's have a look. Do I see it? No. I could search for it, but I'm not going to. But anyway, just be very careful. What I like to do, and as you all know, and I'll do that right now, is I share with you my actual trades, my real positions, my real money. This is my real money, all of my real money, all here. I don't use a bank account. This is it. You see me trade live every day. I started at $5,000 and I'm now at $74,914. I don't do options. I don't short stocks. I don't tell anyone what to buy. I just bring the facts and information. And there's no training programs. Everything's for free. That's it. All right. Anyway, I think we've covered the earnings tonight. Let me wrap up. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining me. Thank you ever so much, everyone on Rumble, for supporting me and helping me become the small creator of the year on Rumble. That was a nice surprise. I hope I'll get paid. Let me share the comments in case I miss anything. Let's have a look. I did well on... let's have a look. I'd be curious to see what your views and earnings are for this stream once it's all said and done. For you, the Tim Cook, I will tell you. I will absolutely tell you. On my stream on YouTube tonight, for the live stream, I will probably earn, with the numbers I've got, how long it's been, the CPM rate, not talking about super chats, not talking about memberships. Tim Cook, I will probably earn on YouTube tonight about $3, maybe $3. On Rumble, I will earn about 15 cents. And I'm happy to show you. I'm happy to come back tomorrow and I'll show you. Happy to show you anytime. In my opinion, the thing that makes Rumble interesting is that it builds and owns its own hardware. Yeah, but I don't think. And by the way, I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to that. I own and I've built my own platform, just like Rumble. It's called Live Streamer Cafe. I have my own server, my own platform, my own website, everything. It doesn't cost billions to do. I built it myself. We have people streaming on it every day. They earn all the money. I don't take any profit from anyone. They just come on and perform, and they do live shows, stuff like that. And they have their own tip jar on the screen, and they get all the money. I don't take anything. I'm just there to help people. So I know what it is to build your own platform and have your own hardware. I built my own. I have my own. I own my own platform. It's called livestreamercafe.com. And it doesn't cost billions. I did it all by myself. Me and Chris, one person built that. And that's it. So and we own all our own equipment, like I own this studio. People always try to make things sound bigger than they really are. Google don't need hundreds of thousands of employees. And quite honestly, to build a platform, you can do it yourself. And I've got it, and it works. And people stream on it every day. And it was built by 2 people. So there you go. But I certainly wouldn't say what Chris said. We're competing with Google, because you're not. Not a chance. I'm afraid it's not an episode day diamond exactly 500 banks of go, but short term, not sure I know what that means. Great job, Martin. Sam Jaws, thank you so much indeed. Oh God, thankfully I don't own any banks anymore. Yeah, banks are a waste of time. Banks don't make any money. People like to buy banks. They feel it's safe money. But banks don't make any money. They're purely old money, dividend-paying stocks. If you look at Bank of America, it's gone sideways for 10 years. Doesn't make any money at all. It only makes money for the directors of the company. It makes no money for the shareholder. It's pointless. You got a sub from me. I like the honesty. Joe, you're very, very welcome. I mean, ask me anything. I'll share anything with you. Yeah, I'm worried about when they need to build another 100 million data center. I think Facebook has 2 to 3, 150 million server farms. Okay. I don't know about that. Anyway, I think I've answered everyone's question on Rumble. Let's go back to YouTube a moment. I've answered everyone's questions here on YouTube as well. Great job, Martyn. Thank you. I appreciate you missing the extra time with your wife. That's okay. I was asked by a member to cover it. I covered it. If I've got a member and they super chat me and say, will you go early for me, do an earnings? Will you go late for me, do an earnings? I will. I mean, that's the point of my show. I'm here to help people, and I love doing it. And we're doubling our rate of growth every month. And I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I'm going to make a bold prediction based upon facts, experience. Remember, I've been the world piano man all around the world. I've toured on theaters, sold out shows all around the world. I know how to grow a business, and I know my statistics, and I know my analytics. And if I continue the way I'm going with the same work ethic and the same principles, we will be the biggest financial channel in the world of any platform in 7 years. We'll be 10 million subscribers, which is more than Meet Kevin, Graham Stephan, Bloomberg, and all the rest of them combined. And I know that, and I believe that, and that's what I want to do. Not because I'm the best investor or best trader, but we have the best community, because I've committed to answering every question. Everyone gets a voice. Everything is real. Everything is true. I'm not here for myself. I've got everything I need. I just love what I do. It's the best job in the world. I don't need anything. I have no bills, no car loans, no mortgages. I paid it off years ago, and I just sit here and do this. It's the best job in the world. I absolutely love it. And every Friday night in my music channel, of course, we have our Friday night concerts. There's the music channel. Here is all my other links as well. There's the alpha spread I use. My members can get a free version of that. Here's how to become a member on YouTube. Here's my Facebook. Here's my all links if you want the newsletter, the giveaways. What else can I give you? There's my Rumble link. There's my X account. There you go. I've given you everything, right? You've got everything. Right. I've got to end the show. I've got to wrap up. I'm not sure disrespect. I'm not sure your comment. You said cancer. What does that mean? You said one word, cancer. I'm not sure I know what that means. Anyway, I've got to go green again because I was only red for Rumble. My portfolio is always making money. This is my portfolio. This is my real money. Started at $5,000, and you can see where I am today. All right, I'm off. I'm on Alpha Spread. Fantastic. Did you use my referral? Are you a member? Because if you are a member, you get a discount, which basically makes my membership for free. Again, it's better than CNBC, Bloomberg. I give a better deal. No one else has that deal. Okay? That was the insistence when I did it. I need Robinhood UK free stock. Okay, here we go. Here is the solid gold credit card. It's worth $2,700. What you do is click on my link. I need 10 referrals, and then you have to refer 10 people. There is my link. Now, when you click on it, you set up Robinhood. You have to sign up for the gold plan. It's $5 a month. I'm on it. It's fantastic. It's $60 a year. For $60 a year, you get 5% interest on your uninvested cash compared to 0.5% in the bank. So straight away, it pays for itself. You get 1% match on any money you put in Robinhood. Any money you put in Robinhood, you get 1% match. It's like you've just got a 1% pay rise. Absolutely brilliant. Why would you not do that? You get 3% cash back on any purchase, not just some things, which is better than I'm getting on any other credit card I've ever had. Apart from Amazon, of course. Amazon card gives you 5%, but that's only at Amazon. Everything else is 2 and 3, whereas Robinhood is 3 on everything. You also get 3% match on your Roth IRA. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. It pays for itself 10 times over. And if you use my referral and 10 of you sign up for gold, I can get and may or may not happen. It's first come, first served. There aren't that many. I can get a solid gold credit card, as can you if you share it. That's that. The other, I'll also give that to my Rumble audience because my Rumblers might want that. There you go. There's a solid gold credit card. Use my referral, sign up, and get $2,700 worth of gold for real. A real deal. Also, here is, if you are in the United States, if you sign up for Robinhood, you will get free shares. Yep, free shares. I get some free shares. You get free shares. There it is. If you're in the UK, I've got a UK Robinhood account as well. Here, let me give it to my Rumblers. Here is the UK. If you sign up, you get free shares. I get free shares. There you go. There it is. Right. Everybody got everything? Right. Marvelous. Brilliant. Hokey cokey then. Right. I've got to end now. Can I get the UK link? Can I get the card in the UK through Martyn? Yes, you can. You'll go on the wait list. It's not available right now, but you'll go on the wait list. You can get the Robinhood UK. It's out now. Everyone's using it. It's on the website. It's on the app. Everyone's got it now. I'm on Webull and Alpha Spread. Sundays are better. Excellent. How long do the funds have to stay on Robinhood to receive the 1% match? That's a good question. We don't know that yet, but I don't ever sell any of my stocks. I hold and I invest. That's why I'm always growing. I don't take any money out. But like the Roth IRA, you get 3% match. If you sell your shares in the Roth, that's fine. You can trade as many times as you like, tax-free. If you take the money out, then you lose the 3%. And I think it's something like 5 years, but that's the same for any ISA in the UK or any Roth, any IRA. Obviously, if they're going to say, if you put money in, we'll give you 3%, and then you withdraw it, the system wouldn't work, would it? Everyone would go bankrupt, wouldn't they? I mean, it'd be pointless. But the point is, you are investing, right? So you're going to get 3% as a gift. But I'm sure the 1% might be the same. You put money in, you take it out. But I mean, there's always going to be people try to scam it and get around it. I'm an investor. I see this as a tip for what I already do. I don't see it as an opportunity to scam the system. All right? That's not how I look at it. Free money hack. Yeah, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as a gift from what I'm already doing, not how can I scam it. All right? Just watch the live stream. Thanks for all the information. Thank you, David. Hello, Martyn, Mr. Mankey, how are you? Rumble earnings, are they out? Yes, we've just watched it. We've just covered the Rumble earnings. It's just finished. We have just done the Rumble earnings. And the information will be out. I will post it again later. I am already a Robinhood Gold member. It's awesome. They give you 5% on your cash and show it to you daily. The 3% in the Roth is added instantly. It's brilliant. I don't think anyone can even compete with it. I'm not paid by or sponsored by Robinhood or anybody. I just believe it's brilliant, and I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Right. Now then, I've got to get off. Everyone's got the links, right? This is what's going to happen. I'm going to send you all now to the 24-hour stream. There's a good reason for this. Here is the 24-hour stream. This provides you coverage, support, friendship, family, questions answered, live chat, 24 hours a day. It's getting better and better. The quality got even better today. I hope you can see it. Look at this. This is behind the scenes where I am right now on the extra channel. I'm going to send you now automatically to the extra channel. Here we go. And I'm about to publish some more content. Redirect. Let me send you automatically to it. Right, there you go. That's that done. Let me give everybody the link for it as well, because my Rumble audience might want to jump in and see what the 24-hour channel is. I might do it on Rumble soon. If Rumble pay me, then I'll be, never been paid yet. But if Rumble pay me, I might set it up. At the moment, I don't have the 24-hour channel. Maybe I will once they pay me. Right, there is the link. All right. That's where I'm going to be right now. Because what we're going to do is we're doing Cron in the morning, a review, stock analysis review tomorrow for Cron in the morning. And then we are going straight into Chewy tomorrow morning. We're doing another 2 reviews first thing in the morning. I've just put out, if I look over here a minute, I've just uploaded, ready to go, a couple of videos, which will go on Rumble as well. I put all my videos on Rumble as well. I have, what is it? I have a video for VAR. The review is out. I'm about to post it. So MUF McDaddy, I think it is. Look out for that. Also, Nicola. Great news for Nicola. That's going out tonight. And also Fisker. No news. That's going out tonight. And I will also post it on Rumble as well. That's it. I'm back in the morning. Yay, 10 a.m. Paul Worley. That's right. Tomorrow morning, this is what's happening. I'm interviewing our next CEO. Live on the show. This is what's happening in the morning. Paul Worley. There you go. There is the event. Meet the CEO from ASTI. Great solar company. I'm very excited to learn about this. That's in the morning. You can speak directly to Paul Worley. It's going to be a big event. I'm excited about it. There's the opening bell in the morning. That's it. We're done. We're out of here. Thank you very much for joining me. Now join me on the 24-hour stream so I can premiere these videos, jump in and tell you when they're going live so you can catch them. We've got Nicola news. We've got Fisker news. And this earnings will also be put up there as well. Can you post the list in the Discord? What's that? The reviews? Yes. Here are, the ones I'm doing next. This is what's coming next. Right, let me go to Discord right now. You asked me, Sundays are better. Oh, hang on, Sundays are better. You're not one of my members. I'm only doing requests for members. I'm sorry. Well, I'll post it anyway now. But Sundays are better. It's you're not on Discord. Sundays are better. You can't access Discord because you're not a member. Unfortunately, I'm just talking to Sundays are better. You can't access Discord because you're not a YouTube member. Your access to Discord will be downgraded. I am on Discord. It's members only. You can't see any channels. So you get down. If you're not a member, you don't see it. It's a member's perk, I'm afraid, Discord. So unfortunately, that's how it works. So your account is due to be downgraded. Yes, this is you. This is you here, and it's set to be downgraded. Look. Oh, hang on a minute. No. I apologize. Sundays are better. Stop stressing. I always get confused. It's because you are a Discord member. Apologies. It's all good. Look, Sundays are better. He's in green. That means he's one of our Hearts of Gold Discord members. I apologize. It's because you haven't got a badge as a member, a YouTube member. I sometimes forget that. And I apologize for stressing you out there. Okay? Sorry about that. I was just about to delete you then. It happens by itself, but anyway. Let me go into I'll put it in general chit chat. General chit chat. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Oops, hang on a minute. I got some very bad language here. Let me get rid of this. I apologize for this. We don't want this on the channel. Someone has just put something I don't want on the screen. We don't want to hear that. I have to remove these posts. I can't have this sort of language. I'm sorry, we can't have this on the channel. I have to remove stuff like that. Anyway, now I've removed it, I can, sorry about that. I don't want that on the channel. Okay, so please don't put stuff like that. Right, okay. I understand you're upset from someone who's, but we don't want stuff like that. So here is the review list. All right, here's the review list. There you go. There's the review list. You can see what's coming up over the next couple of days. And in the morning, first of all, it is Cron. Okay. Right. Yes. Chronos is first thing in the morning. What about Chronos? Yes, it's first thing in the morning. I was doing it tonight, but I couldn't do it because of the earnings for Rumble. I can't do the earnings and the review at the same time. So it's going to be done first thing in the morning. All good. Listened on the treadmill, Rallo 1. Will that be posted? Will what be posted? Every single review, every single video is on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, StockTwits, X account, our website, YouTube, Rumble. Yes, it'll be posted. Sundays are better. Become a member on YouTube. The Discord group is awesome. He's on Discord. He's a premium customer on Discord. He's just not a YouTube member, and sometimes it confuses me. In meeting, free meal for listening about Medicare choices now 6 p.m. In meeting, turning 65 in June. We'll celebrate, of course. Right, that's it. I'm out of here. Oops, hang on a minute. Thanks, Martin. Have a great day, mate. There he is. I'm sorry I forgot. You are a very important member of the Discord Premium. I always forget because it doesn't have a badge on YouTube. There's no way to connect it. Right. Okay. I am here on the Extra Channel. Who else? Right. Let's end the show. Send you to the Extra Channel, and then I'm going to premiere these videos. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to get straight out. Let me clear the screen, clear the decks, say goodnight to you, and send you all now to the 24-hour stream. Come in, and I'm going to put out these premieres, and then you can continue the chats, keep your friendship and support going for everybody. And this is what you're going to see. This is where I am now behind the scenes. Come and join me. There it is. That's what it looks like. All right. Okay. Good stuff. Let me just check the audio is still good. I like to listen in and check. Let me hear these videos. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to get straight. There we go. I want to see if the volume is about the same now. Answer any question. I'm not. Yeah, it can go a bit louder, I think. Keep your friendship and support going for everybody. And this is what you're going to see. This is where I am now behind the scenes. Come and join me. There it is. That's what it looks like. All right. Okay. Good stuff. All right, I've just I like to listen in and check. Upgraded that a bit more. I'm not going to go. I want to. Right, let's see if this works even better. I'm just constantly tweaking it to get it to be absolutely perfect. So here we go. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just make a slight adjustment, and now I'm going to listen in and see if it makes any difference. It should be that little bit better. Here we go. All right. Okay, good stuff. All right, I've just I like to listen in and check. Upgraded that a bit more. I'm not going to go. Right, let's see if this works even better. I'm just constantly tweaking it to get it to be absolutely perfect. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just make a slight adjustment. There I am at the moment. There we go. They should be the same level now. All right, I've just yes, very, very close indeed. Very, very close. Completely separate computers, separate audio supplies, and I want to make sure that they sound virtually identical. As I mean, they're going to be different because it's different processes, but there we go. Right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. Join me on the 24-hour stream. I'm going to get off and premiere these videos for you. What a great night. Rumble earnings, what do you think of it? Are you buying it? Have you voted on the poll? See you back in the morning. Big day. Meet the CEO live on the show. Join me now for the 24-hour stream. Until next time, as always, take care of your money, take care of yourselves, take care of your crypto, and most importantly, as always, take care of each other. Bye-bye for now.